So it got really cold and snowy, kind of randomly overnight. So, what better time to play a little bit of Stardew? And I know I say there's no fishing in this video, but that's kind of a lie. As usual, I do a lot of fishing, but I just don't show any of it. It's just what I do, I can't help it. I don't really love fishing too much, but it just is, it makes the most sense all the time. And I kind of feel like these first couple weeks, there's nothing else to do sometimes. Like for example, my pickaxe is getting upgraded, and I want to upgrade it more. So, what else can I really do? I can't really farm much more. I won't have enough money to do anything else. So I can only really fish. And so that's kind of what we're gonna do. We're gonna upgrade the pickaxe to steel, or whatever, iron. Steel? Iron? I don't know. And we're also gonna do a run down to the wizard to unlock the community center, and then we're gonna drop off all this stuff to the community center. So that's kind of the day, and then I guess we'll finish out probably the later half with fishing. I don't want to go like super crazy with fishing. Like I don't think I'm going to pass out tonight from fishing. I'm just gonna fish until like it makes sense. Maybe catch some largemouth bass or something and then bail. And then I don't know, I'm checking the cart. I don't know if I'm going to check the cart a lot, because all it would really do is allow me to like maybe skip an animal early on, but I don't know if that matters too much. So I don't think I'm going to make it a habit. I'm not even going to really look at the predictor for it because I don't really care. I guess that mushroom might have been a good idea, the morel. Just because I might not get into the secret woods until summertime, which means I won't have that mushroom until next year. And again, that won't really matter. It'll matter for perfection, I guess, but it won't matter for anything else. And so I guess that's what matters. I mostly want to complete the community center, right? And so I don't necessarily care about the perfection stuff yet, because it's so easy to do in the second year if you kind of set up your first year right. I do check trash cans a lot too. I don't know why. Like there's not usually anything great in the trash cans, but I don't know, it's just a habit. So yeah, I'll speed up the donations because it's kind of boring, and because I use a controller, it's kind of clunky. Like here's me trying to remember how to do it with a mouse, but normally I just use a controller, and it takes a lot longer to donate items. Ideally I'll get the mine carts pretty soon, so I don't have to constantly run to the mines, but that's dependent on what I went into last video, which is like filling out the crab pot bundle or the crop bundle. So it might be like another week or like 5 days before we actually get the carts unlocked. And then after that, we'll go for the desert like we always do. And I don't know, I know I mentioned like it's a relaxed run, but I'm still trying to get there definitely in spring, so I can get some starfruit going. But I don't know, it doesn't need to be too soon. And the only thing I'll miss about doing this run in a more relaxed way is I won't have the bigger backpack until probably really late. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, I must have alt-tabbed. Whatever, I'll leave it in. I'm breaking open geodes today, and I am using the predictor for that, so that's probably what I was doing right there. Just pulling up that list to see the most efficient way that I can crack all the geodes just to kind of not really worry about them too much. And so yeah, I'll also fast forward that because geodes they're really time consuming if you don't fast forward them to open them. Like this whole sequence probably took like 5 minutes or something. And yeah, I do think if you're playing on a PC, you should always use the predictor for geodes, unless you really like a random run, which is nice sometimes, but I've done it enough times that I feel like I don't necessarily want that unpredictability on a really relaxed run, because it ends up being a little more frustrating for me. Unless you have like an early... No, I stand by what I said. And I'm not gonna actually make my collection look nice this time around. I normally would, but I just don't feel like it. I normally like to do it like in a nice rainbow effect, but I don't know. Not feeling it, so we're just gonna let it be a little sloppy, I guess. I don't know what else we're gonna do. I guess we finished all our major chores. Maybe we'll do some farm cleanup. And I know we'll do the fishing like I said, but I'm just not that... I don't feel like I'm in a rush to do it. I have been doing a lot of fishing for something else I'm working on. That I don't know if it'll actually come to fruition, but I can't decide if I like fishing. Like, it's one of the most rewarding things because you get really cool treasure chest drops, right? But it's so time consuming. Like, one day of pure fishing is like 22 minutes as opposed to like 15 or 16 minutes for a normal day. And that doesn't sound like a ton, but when you're fishing like 20 days in a row, basically, it really adds up. So I'm a little burnt on the fishing part of Stardew. I kind of wish there was, I don't know, like just a different, maybe like a fly fishing kind of thing, where you can just use like controller sticks to go back and forth until you like kind of hook something and yank it up. Or even like Animal Crossing fishing, which I know is like, you just hit A or whatever. But sometimes that's all I want to do. And yeah. I don't know if I'll decorate the farm this time around. I probably will a little bit. But I'm mostly using this to like get my... Oh man, I'm messing up that phrase again. To get my feet wet again, you know? And just get used to playing once again. So I may not actually like put too much energy into the end game of this file. But I do want to have like a complete perfection file in the event that like some kind of mod comes out that I want, or like in the 1.6 update there are new endgame things, which I don't think there will be. I think it's mostly a modding update, but I don't know, it's better safe than sorry. I was thinking recently, somebody brought up there are like certain phrases I say a lot and so I've been trying to be more conscious of that. And as soon as I start recording stuff, that desire to be conscious of it goes away. It's really hard to break the habit of verbal garbage. Like all the ums or I don't know or I guess, like stuff like that, like those additive words that I always use. And I don't know if, I don't know, but I guess that's different. I don't know if there's a good way to break it, or I don't know what that good way to break it is. Aside from just consciously thinking about it every time I speak. But that kind of sounds exhausting. But I am working on it. I guess I could just edit it out, but that's sort of cheating. So, at one point, I got pretty good at it. And that was in college, I guess, for a public speaking class, because that's where like the professor brought up verbal garbage being a negative thing. And so I tried to get a little bit better about my filler words and ums and ands and uhs and stuff. But it just ends up defaulting back when you're not giving speeches all the time. And I haven't given a speech. Well, I don't know. Does this count as a speech? As if it does, I guess I gave one right now. But aside from this, I haven't given an open speech in a couple of years. So I used to give speeches all the time, like every morning or about every morning for like safety meetings and stuff like that when I was in construction. Anyway, we didn't sell anything today. And like I said, we just did a little bit of fishing and it was productive enough, you know? It wasn't too crazy. But today, because it's raining and our pickaxe is somewhere else, we pretty much have to fish again. And it's catfish, so they're worth a lot. And so that's what we're going to do. This whole day will probably be minutes for you because it's more fishing. And I think the weather said it was raining tomorrow as well. So depending on luck, if it's a good luck day tomorrow, we'll still go to the mines. We should fish. That's the smartest option. But I won't have the money for the next upgrade. So we'll have our pickaxe back and we might as well just use it. And yeah, so that's that. Fishing is over with. Catfish stopped spawning, yeah, and so I didn't even get that cast. Catfish stopped spawning at midnight, so there's really no purpose in fishing past midnight. I got a decent amount of stuff, like I got a lot of catfish, and that's I got a lot of fish in general, and that's kind of what your goal should be. Like, I think on average, a full day of fishing, you should get around like 40 to 50 fish. And in this case, getting 17 of them as catfish is pretty nice, especially considering like chubs are worthless for me in a financial sense. I'll just be eating them, so as many catfish I can get, the better, I guess. And here I go again with I guesses and I don't knows and uhs, but whatever. I used to always say it is what it is, and that was like my defeatist approach to things. Anyway, it is going to rain tomorrow. We did get level 8 fishing, which is nice, and I think we could probably get 9 if we fish more, and it's going to rain again tomorrow, which is nuts, and our luck is good. So I don't know what the best course of action would be. Really, the best thing to do would probably be to go to the mines, because we already have to pick up the pickaxe. But I don't know what else we could really do. What can we do? I don't know, I guess we need to fish up an eel at some point, so we could always try for that. I don't know, it doesn't usually take that long. I think it's in the morning and the evening. But it might only be in the evening, so I don't know. We'll try for it. If we get it, great. If we don't, great. And we'll just keep rolling. That's a bad deal. I've been trying to I was thinking about the quests. I never do quests, really. And I was thinking about doing a run where I don't know what you call them, missions. They're not really missions, they're errands, I guess, from the bulletin board. And I was thinking about doing a run where I only did those, or I was required to do those. Basically, what I was thinking about was doing a hard mode run with 25% profit and remixed everything. And like somebody suggested, I would do the opposite choice of what I would normally do as far as the professions go. So I'd pick the worst professions you can pick, like crab bots, for example, or the lumberjack stuff. And on top of that, I would require myself to do the missions from the bulletin board. And I guess I'd have to do like, I would be required to do any ones that are actually possible. Because sometimes you get ones that you just can't do. But I thought that would add like a nice hard mode option. Or hard mode addition, I guess. So I'm trying to find a way to make the game as hard as possible without too many add-ons or mods. Like I don't necessarily want to, I don't know, I was thinking like a permadeath thing where if you get knocked out in the mines, like it's over. But I don't know. There it is again. Now I'm going to notice every time I say it. And I was also thinking about, well, obviously it would have to be a no reset run. Otherwise, if you died, you just reset. And that doesn't really count. But we'll see. I'm just trying to get some ideas going of what else to do. And, yeah, it's funny, like, as far as, like, the base game of Stardew goes, I very rarely just play it as is. It's never just, like, sit down and, like, I don't know, I always feel like I have to have a goal or a very specific, like, task for the day kind of thing, so that's what I'm doing. And then, yeah, we're hitting the mines. Our luck is too good today to pass that up. And if tomorrow's a bad luck day, we'll be just fine fishing. And we'll just kind of try and make our way a little bit further down. And again, you'll notice, like, obviously my pickaxe is swinging faster. And that can be achieved either through fast animations mod if you want, or you can do animation canceling. Both of which I think are the same thing. Some people don't agree. Some people think animation canceling is fine, but the mods are not. And some people think neither is okay. It doesn't matter, man. It's just a casual game, you know? So that's what we're doing. Just kind of cruising. I do have, like, this weapon is great for everything except for breaking open crates. Because it doesn't have, like, the swing and power of a sword, which just shatters them right away. And that is a little bit annoying. And I also forgot to do remixed mines. So the rewards every 10 floors are going to be pretty awful. And that's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm not going to start over now. And yeah, I got decently far. I ended up getting about halfway through the dark floors, which are my least favorite. And I decided, like, the rest of the time I was just gonna basically elevator hop and farm up some copper. I got 2 ancient seeds, which is nuts. Because those drop from the bugs in the dungeon, or mines, whatever. And so that's really lucky. I don't know how that actually even happened, but, you know, whatever. And yeah, that's it. We'll head home. We'll get those planted, probably just next to the other ones. It's still early enough where it doesn't seem like irresponsible to plant them, but that'll be nice. I mean, we'll have a pretty healthy supply of ancient fruit in the, like, late summer and fall, and then we'll be able to turn those into, like, a full greenhouse, assuming we get a seed maker sometime soon. Oh man, I'm tired. I guess I'm gonna have, like, another cup of coffee, and I'll probably do another one of these. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm always open for ideas for playthroughs, and I got some really good suggestions last video, but I'm always willing to hear whatever. I always read the comments. I try to respond to everybody, but sometimes I don't know, like, I don't know what to say. I feel like I'm repeating myself, even though I know I'm addressing different people, and I feel like I feel like I'm being disingenuous, but I'm not trying to be. So, I don't know, I try to reply. Anyway, I'll see you later.